In this video, we're going to go ahead and implement the delete operation on the beer controller. So let me swap over to that. I'm going to stop the application while we do the coding here. And it's pretty straightforward. It's almost like get by ID, but a different method that we're going to invoke. So let's do public response entity. And that's going to return back response entity, yeah, new response entity. It's going to be an HTTP status no content, meaning that we understood the request. So that's going to be on a successful deletion. And in this case, I think you can almost guess this is going to be a delete mapping. And again, we want to use the path variable beer ID. Oh, we need one bracket. We'll just be in quotes, my mistake there. And then we'll annotate this with path variable like we have before. So this is going to bind the path variable beer ID to this UID here. And of course, with our beer service, now we're going to need to implement delete by ID. And that's going to take the beer ID in, like so. Go ahead and create that. And then we want to implement that method. And in this case, all we want to do is for the beer map, remove the key value. In this case, it's going to be the beer ID like so. So pretty simple, straightforward implementation to delete an object. So just double checking. So we do delete by a beer ID. Let's go ahead and start the application, and we'll go over to Postman and test this out. Up and running on 8080, toggling to Postman. So you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and delete Galaxy Cat. I'm copying the ID value there, so we want to do /that, pasting in the UID. And instead of get, we want to do a delete operation. Let's go ahead and run that. You can see that ran, and we got 204, no content returned, exactly what we wanted. Now if we do a get, we get nothing back. So at this point, we haven't added any exception handling. We should be returning a 404 there, but we're still returning okay. We will get into exception handling coming up. But let's go ahead and just list them, verify that is not there. And getting a 404 because I don't have that slash mapped. And now we can see that we only have Crank and Sunshine City. The Galaxy Cat beer has been removed from the map as expected. So it is functioning the way we want. Again, we didn't see the 404 error. That's to be expected. At this point, we've implemented pure happy path things. We still have a lot of ground to cover as far as dealing with non-happy path things. So let's toggle back over to IntelliJ. Again, on line 25 there, I used the delete mapping annotation, mapped a path parameter to that, and then we added in delete by ID, extracting the path variable. So Spring is going to bind that UUID to beer ID, and then in our beer service, we are passing that ID in. And then we simply return back a status of no content when we successfully delete that beer ID.